Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, I know people are saying that the Navy Federal Midnight Hack is not working anymore, okay? Especially if you have bad credit. But that's not true, okay? The thing about it is they're not building that relationship, and Navy Federal is actually paying attention to this, okay? And I continue to tell people when you first join, you should at least season the account. So the thing about it, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is you need to do in order to help not only season the account, but what ends up happening is that you will be qualified for unsecured credit cards, the loans, as well as a auto loan. Okay, so you're looking well over $50,000 in funding, but you have to season the account the correct way. All right. Now, here's the thing about it. I always tell you, if you're going to join Navy Federal, open up direct deposit with them. Now, I know that may be hard for those of you that may be door dashers, independent contractors and stuff like that, because you may not have set yourself up on payroll. And if you need help with that, you can click the link in the description. I can help structure the company. I can help set you up on payroll. As a matter of fact, we even go as far as when we set your company up, that new IRS police FinCEN that you have to register your business, we actually register your business with them for free when you use our services to set up your company. Okay? And you have to do that. Now, here's the thing about it. Why? Most people hear that they're going to charge $500 a day per day, okay, if you're not in compliant. However, people are not aware that you can also go to jail for this. That's right. You actually can go to jail for this. So not actually reporting your information on the companies you own and stuff like that, you actually can go to jail for it. That's the reason they're continuing to tell people, hey, get this information filled out. And they're also going back to court to try to get this here information dismissed as well, because a lot of people feel it's unconstitutional, because the information when you register your business is already with the Secretary of State. So why do I need to register it again with the IRS police, right? So that's one thing. Setting up the direct deposit, I just wanted to share that with you so you be on notice of it, all right? Number two is opening up a Navy Federal flagship checking account, all right? Very important. Number three, opening up a savings account. Number four, pledge loan. Okay, now let me explain to you about this pledge loan. I've always told you that a pledge loan will not help you get a personal loan. That's not what it's for. Not when you're dealing with Navy Federal internal score. That internal score is only for credit cards. It's not for personal loans. Now, you do need the pledge loan because it helps balance out the file, especially when you have bad credit. That's the reason, again, people with still 550, 580 credit scores are still able to get $25,000 credit cards, but they can't get loans, okay? Because they thinking that the pledge loan is there for that. No, it's not. So just keep that in mind. Excuse me. Now, you also have the secured card, right? The End Rewards card. You put $200 on it. 6 months later, it turns over into a unsecured card, right? So you have that card. So you're going to add that on. Now, this is for people that have bad credit, okay? And you're building a relationship. Now, two other key things that you may want to consider, all right, when you're approaching Navy Federal to show them that you're serious about your relationship, you either want to get a CD or money market account. These are two accounts that will unlock the internal score that people don't know about. People are not aware of it. And the good part about this is that, like with their CDs and money market account, you're not talking about putting in a whole lot of money in this. They just want you to see if you having a long-term relationship. So even if you're doing the minimum on the CD and money market account, you're good. The reason is, again, because it's unlocking that internal score. Now, here's the thing about it that I was talking about, the internal score, right? So with the internal score, it goes from 100 to 450, right? But again, you have to have multiple accounts to look better. And again, do not skip out on a CD or money market account. It's very important, all right? Now, here's the thing about it. With credit cards, Navy Federal will pull your TransUnion FICO 9. So what does that mean to you? Well, with the FICO 9, since it's a low-hanging fruit, I always tell people you can add authorized users, you can add utilities, you can add subscriptions, and you can add rental payments to influence your FICO 9 scoring, okay? You can add those things onto your credit file to help boost up your credit file. Now, here's something else that I would tell you. If Navy Federal recognizes that you have another credit union on your file, this also helps. That also helps your file if they know that you're building another relationship with a different financial institution. It really helps, all right? So I just want you all to know those things. Now, here's the other part of that, okay? I tell you to wait 90 days. Let those accounts season. Do not apply. When you have bad credit, don't apply right away. Now, here's the interesting thing about it. When you have multiples of accounts with Navy Federal and you going after that end rewards card, the secured card, what they probably would do, because you have multiple accounts, and I have seen this happen, people with a 550 credit score, they automatically give them an unsecured card. They automatically will give you an unsecured card, which turns into the rewards card anyway, right? But the thing about it, if they do not apply. Just let those accounts season just for 90 days. I'm telling you guys, if you just let these accounts season for 90 days, I promise you, it's going to be so worth it, all right? The reason is because every quarter, they do an update in terms of people's credit file. That's the reason they tell people to wait 91 days. So if you wait that 90 days, 91 days, and then go back in. Now, here's the other thing I want you all to do. When you do this, make sure if you have charge-offs or collections with a balance, I always tell people if it's a grand, pay the man. All right, so it'll show up as a zero balance. But at the same time, within that 90 days, you should, if you have open revolving, you should be focusing on trying to get as many of those open revolving accounts down to zero, or at least under 10%. The reason is, it's going to make it so much easier because you're going after high dollar accounts with Navy Federal. I am talking about $10,000, $15,000, $25,000 accounts. All right. Now, another thing that will play a factor, since you have the direct deposit, the amount of the net household income. All right. The amount of the household income does matter. So when you have bad credit, in reference to Navy Federal, if you're on Social Security benefits, welfare benefits and stuff like that, I would truly tell you, don't expect for a credit card over $10,000 off the bat, okay? But what I would do is I position myself to make sure I have as much positive accounts on the credit file than negative accounts. This is going to help you. Now, in terms of the midnight hack, like I told you, when you apply, you want to apply between the hours of 2 to 4 a.m. I used to tell people after midnight, so that's still after midnight, between 2 to 4 a.m. So when you apply for that loan and you apply for that credit card, they're going to send you back an email the next morning, hey, can you verify your information and stuff like that. Because you have multiple season accounts, you're going to have a higher chance with the approvals. And like I said, because you have multiple accounts, even though you may have bad credit and stuff, you're going to get qualified for an auto loan anyway. But again, like I said, for most people, they want to shortcut it. And I'm telling you, do not shortcut this. If you want almost a for sure way of guarantee that you're going to get unsecured cards, unsecured personal loans, and a car loan, this is what you have to do. All right. Now, if you have any other questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off of the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.